Okay. Fine. So in this session, we are going to look into OS module. So using OS module, we can perform various operations related to operating system here. Okay, first thing, here we have get CWD. I just remove all the things from here. Okay, I put in the notepad. Fine. Very first thing here, I'm just importing the OS module. And here using get CWD, I can get the current working directory. Okay, right now in which directory we are, we can find. So this application, just here write print current working directories. I can use F string here. Just put F here. Then after that in curly brackets, we put this working directory. Okay. Now let me run this. This is 15.py. The file is here. Go to CMD. Then in this, I just change into CD Python samples. Okay. Then in this, I just want to execute it. Python followed by it is 15.py. It is printing current working directory as g:/python samples. So in current directory is what for us? Python samples. From there only we are executing the 15.py. So right now the control is in actually which directory? It is g:/python samples. There actually the control is. In that particular folder we have right now control. Now here I want to change the directory. For that purpose I can use here chdir os dot. I can go with the chdir. Then here in this I just type dot dot. So in such case what happens? It goes to its parent directory. Again try to get here the working directory. Then after that we try to print once again where exactly right now the control is, in which directory control is. Okay, so see here, it should give in this case g:/. It should give g:/ in such cases. Again run here. So first what it says actually g:/python samples. Then after that current working directory is g:/. Because using the chdir dot dot, I'm changing it to earlier folder or earlier directory. Okay, first one using get CWD, I can get current working directory. And here using here like chdir dot dot, I'm changing directory in this. So I'm going into root directory in this case. Now again from here, I want to go to some other directory. Again, I type here os dot, again chdir. Okay, then here in this case, initially, I would like to here write main dir. This is equal to, I just try to get the name of the working directory here. So this is working directory. I'll assign here. Now I would like to change this into main directory. I'll give this as main directory. In such case, it should go into the other directory. Okay, now once again, print here. So we go to this one, then try to print here, current working directory. Here, I'm not using any variable. Without using variable, I want to print. And here I want to write this as os dot get CWD. Okay, so using that, we can actually get the current working directory. Fine. So now again, it should be back to the earlier directory. So just see here, in this case, again, it says here, g:/python samples. Now I want to create here a directory. Inside this folder, I want to create directory, but before that, I want to see here, whatever files are available in that. I want to find here, whatever files are available in the given directory. So right now we are in the Python samples. We are in that folder. We are in the Python samples folder. Now, whatever files are available, I would like to see here. I just want to see what files are available in this. Okay. So here, OS dot. Okay. So now here in this case, I write files equal to OS dot list dir. Okay. So using list directory, I can find in this case whatever files are available here. Whatever files are available, like list, I can print in this case. So just go with the print followed by here. Just go with the files. This can give you list of files. Whatever files are available, we can print them here. So just try to run this. In that case, what it's saying, all the files, whatever are available, we can get. 1.py, 8.py, 7.py, like this, it's giving you all the file names. Whatever files are available, it is actually listing in that case. Okay, it is listing all the files in such cases. Print files, it is printing actually this one as a files in that case. Print files, with the help of that, we are getting here the files. Then similarly here, I want to go with the file start. Okay, I would like to print one by one here. For f in files, then inside this, I want to print here, print. Okay, f dot followed by here. Okay, just I can go this way. OS dot, what are the functions available in this? Let us check actually. So this is going to be OS dot followed by here inside this. Okay. All these are different types of files available for us. Okay, so we have here is ATTY. Okay. Line separation link, list dir, lseek, lstart, make dirs, make dir. Okay. So these are various enumerations for the files available. Similarly, when we come down, all these are going to be constants for us. Okay. This is what. So we have very many attributes in this. We can have so many attributes in such cases. Okay, fine. So now one by one, I would like to print here. OS dot, not OS, just you can go with the str followed by f. You can convert into string and you can print actually the file in that case. Okay, and here instead of printing everything in a separate line, I can go here and equal to, in single quote, I put a comma, or else I can here go with this kind of thing. Files I'm going to separate with this particular symbol here. Okay, so let me run this. What it is doing here, it's printing everything. Okay, py, then this is 8 py. Okay, so first thing is what 1.py, 8.py, 11.py, like that this is printing. If you don't want to print like that, you can just keep space, and the spaces, they can be printing for us. Try to print here. Now in this, it's going to print all the file names. All the files are getting printed in this case here. You can see here 1.py, 8.py, 11.py, like this, all the file names, they are getting printed in this case. Okay, so therefore, this is exactly retrieving one by one file and here printing this particular thing. They are getting printed in this manner here. Okay, so this is basically when you go with the list dir, it's retrieving all the files as a list. Then we are printing first all the files like a list only. In the square brackets, they are getting printed. You can see here from here to here, you are getting in the square bracket. Okay, like a list is getting printed, but by using here for loop, one by one we are retrieving and printing here. So we are separating them using end equal to space. If you don't put end in that case, for every, every folder name is going to be coming, every folder name or file name is going to be coming in a separate line here. If you see when you run here, everything is going to be coming in a different line now. Each and everything is getting printed as a different file name in a different line. Every time it's starting with a new line. Because print actually, after printing this, automatically cursor gets moved into next line whenever you go with the print. If you don't specify here end equal to anything. Okay, you can put here end. So using end, you can set. Similarly, you can go here with the separation also here. You can put a separating character. So you can put here sep. Okay. So here in this case, sep equal to, you can put a pipe symbol as well. Then here in this case, again, try to go here with the like end equal to, we put here some space. Like this, let us try to print this one. What happens, see. Okay, so nothing is happening in that case. 1.py, 8.py, 11.py, like that getting printed. But we have here in this case a particular space here. Separation is not working in such cases. Whenever we have actually more than one word, in such case, actually, it's going to be embedding the pipe in such example. So it is listing one by one file and printing on the here console. On the console window, it's getting printed. Now, similarly, here in this case, I would like to create a new directory. I want to create here a new directory. So for that purpose, I can write in this manner, os dot make dir. Okay, so os dot make dir. But before that, we need to check here. You can go with if condition. If os dot exists, I can put here. So using exists, we can find whether file is existing or not. Okay, we can find in such cases, followed by here, we need to give the folder name here. I want to create some folder called as, in this case, something like here, new F. I want to create this. If it's not existing, then in such case, it should create the file for us. So go with os.mkdir. Then here, we can specify this as here, hyphen new F. So with this, it's going to create a new folder called as new F here. This can create a new folder for us. Where exactly in the current working directory, it can create. Okay, it can create here a new working directory. Similarly, after that, I should change it to os dot followed by here chdir. Then in this, I can specify actually the new F here. The new folder name, I can specify here. I just put this as here new F. Okay, then I want to print here current working directory again. In which directory we are, it can print in this case. Okay, then after that, I want to create here more than one directory in the given new F directory. So once again, try to run this here and see what result you get. So it is giving actually error in such cases. Why it is giving? Exist is not available in this case. So when I try to go with that, it's giving error. Okay, so let me check in such cases here. Yes. So straight away, you cannot use that. You have to go with the os.path. Okay, os.path exists. In that case, it's going to create. Okay, os.path with the help of that can be created. Again, go with this here. So in this case, what is happening? The system cannot find the file specified new F. So what we have written os.chdir, when I give new F, it's not actually getting created in that case. Just see here dir/p. Do we have here new F? It is not available in this case. If you look at this, it is not getting created for us. But I gave a command here os.make dir. Okay, new F. So in such cases, this should be getting created for us. When I go with that, if it is not existing, in that case, it should do it. Equal to, it is false here. In such cases, it should create. Okay. Then I want to change into this directory, new directory. Then I want to print here what is the current directory we are in right now. So just run this. Okay, sorry. So now what it says in this case, it says current working directory is g:/python samples/newf. We have a newf directory. Okay. Now, let us come back in this case. We come back to earlier folder. So then write here os.chdar, and here in this go with the ... With this we can come back to previous folder. Okay. Then here one by one, I want to print here what type of file they are, what type of files they are. I want to print. I like this actually. I separate something. Then once again, I would like to go over the files in this case. Once again, I need to list actually the required files. Then here, using this, I want to list what type of files they are. Okay, what I write here for f equal to, for f in files. So what type of file it is I want to print. Print here, I can go with the str f, then followed by, I would like to go with the os dot. Okay, so this I want to put as directory. First, I want to print like directory here. Then this is going to be if condition. If what I can write is here os dot path followed by, here it is directory. Is it a directory? What we give in such cases, we give the here file path. I have to give in this case the file path. So file path is going to be here in such cases. Okay. So this is going to be here str, and f I give here strf. If it's not a directory, then in such cases, okay, if it is actually directory, then it's going to print it as, in this case, as a directory, else it has to print it as a file. So we want to print it as here file. Directory or file we would like to print in such cases. It's going to iterate over it, and one by one, it should be printing for us. So what it says in this case, 1.py file, 8.py file it is, 11.py file, that is f1 is what here directory. 15.py is file, then 5th.py file again. So we have here new f also somewhere. New f is actually written as here directory. New f is written as here directory. So like this, we can find here what type of file it is, whether it's a directory file or ordinary file we can get. This is part of actually os.path. So using os.path, we can do it. os.path is dir, strf. Okay, so this we are converting into string, and with that, whether it is file or directory, we are finding. So if it is a directory, it's going to print directory. Otherwise, it's going to print file. And this is what exactly a ternary operator we use here. This is ternary operator. So before, result first we put when true, it's a directory it prints. Otherwise, it's going to be going to else part, and it's going to print file here. So like this one by one file we are retrieving and printing here. Okay, we are printing in this manner. So this is exactly, iterating over the files and finding out what type of file they are. It's printing it as in this case, what type of file this is here. It is an ordinary file or directory file we can print. We are iterating over the given files one by one, and it's printing in this case as as printing it as a directory file or normal file. Okay, you can find what type of file that is. Similarly, if you go with the os.path, then followed by dot, when you give here, what are the other things you have here? Absolute path you can get. Okay, you can be joining. Similarly, there are many other things. Current directory also you can find here. Suppose you want to get the absolute path. You can get here absolute path in such cases here. Okay, so we go here with the, here only we try to print os dot. Here it is absolute path. Sorry, it should be path dot followed by here abs path we take. Abs path it is. In the abs path, then we take the name of this here. Then try to print the absolute path. Just try to execute this here. It is giving absolute path for us. That means what? Root directory, in that you have a subdirectory. Again, in that subdirectory, what it is, you can get like this. So absolute path you can get, or simple name also you can get in such cases. So one by one, we are getting in this case, and what type of thing it is actually printing. It's a file or directory, it's printing. So sometimes you can see here directory. Okay, and here also this is directory. But whenever it is file, it's just printing as a file. Ordinary file or directory file, you can print. Okay, so this is one thing. Next, I want to print in this case, I want to create here, number of folders at one time only. A number of folders I want to, make in the new F directory. So what I do for that purpose, I can go this way, chdir. I can go with os.chdir. Then here in this, I'll try to type this as here, new F. Okay, into new F folder, I can change, and here I want to insert, I want to create at the same time number of files. So here write os.make dirs. Okay, make dirs, followed by here, one by one, I can specify like this. I just want to put dir1, then again inside this dir2, then inside this dir3. So like this, I want to create a hierarchy of the, folders. This is make dirs. So number of directories at the same time you can create. In the current directory, first of all, it's going to create dir1, then dir2, dir3. So in the new F folder, first we have a dir1 directory. In the dir1 directory, dir2 directory, and the dir2 directory, it can be dir3 directory. Like that, this is going to be making for us. So just run this here. It is creating actually all those things. Now just go with the dir, followed by here, new F you put. It shows actually dir1. This is created. So let us go into new F here. Okay, now here you have a folder called dir1. Now change here into dir1. What happens? See there. So here it is. If you again go with the dir command, you have in this case dir2. cd, then dir2 we type. And when you go here inside this, you have here dir3. Then in this, you can see what are the files available. No files are available. So like this, at the same time, we could create here number of directories. Okay, we could create here in this case a number of directories here. Now similarly, after creating it, even you can change it to last directory. So os.chdir, followed by here, you can specify the entire path. So this path can be created here. Okay, we can put entire path. Then after that, try to print here what is the current working directory. So go with this then, try to print here current working directory. Okay, just try to run this now. Sorry, not this. Okay, what it is printing in this case, it's printing actually error in such cases. So right now we are in this directory, there the file is not available. Just type cd/, then write here cd python file, python samples. So here inside this, let us try to execute this. So what it says here, it's giving error in this case. When you go with the, that's getting this already they are available, so you cannot go with that. Reason, it gives error. Already they have been created. So going with this is meaningless now. You can comment this part. Already since they are created, so we should not actually create them now. So just put a comment here. Then after that, once again, let us try to create run that. What it's printing in this case, current working directory is Python samples new F in the dir1, then dir2 or dir3. So like this at the same time, we could create here number of folders. So here using make dirs command, we could make actually number of folders. Similarly, we are printing in this case current working directory. So it is going to give us what it's giving exactly. It's giving actually this path for us, Python samples, the new F, dir1, dir2 or dir3. Like this is creating for us a path, complete path it's creating for us. So OS is a module using that operating system related functionality you can have. So just if you go with the OS and when you type here, you can find here in this many things. So inside this, you may have actually some other library called path. There are so many things in this available. Okay, so many things are available. With the help of that, you can perform various operations. One of the things in this is what here, path. This is another library. PRDAR you have here. Path is actually another namespace inside that. Okay, pipe you have put env, you have so many things like that, they are available for us. If you want to remove all the directories, you can go with the remove DIRs, they can be getting removed. Similarly, using RMDIR, you can remove just one directory. Okay, even you can rename. So many things actually you can do using this library. Python, like OS library, many of the things actually you can do in this case. Okay, so here we
Sir,
have actually, yes, Pratyusha?
sir, in the 15th line,
Yes,
instead of using str directly, can we like type printf?
you can print straight away, you can do.
Because already it's a string now, sir. So we are converting a string into a string again,
Yes,
which doesn't change the output, but the computer needs some additional tasks.
task is required, but for safety purpose, I'm doing that. But it's giving
Mhm.
error here. Line number 30, it's giving error. So if you go to line number, okay, line number 30, it's giving error. That is fine. Just we go with this. Even in that case also it's printing, but we don't know in the list what type of data it is. If it is some number, what will happen in such cases? So for that purpose, I am using this into like, I'm converting into str. Or else what you can do, you can try in the other way. So where exactly we have done just now, print here. So you have to check actually in such cases, if it is string, then print, otherwise don't print. Like that you need to write here. How can we get that? Here go with this if condition, but files are going to be string only always. But that is a list actually. Since it's a list, I'm trying to put like that. And you write here f is instance. Okay, we have one function is instance, followed by here we put f, and this is what here str. So if it is str, then in such cases you try to print, otherwise don't print. Like this we can keep, because list can contain any type of data for us. List can contain
Okay.
any type of data. So for safety purpose, we can do like this. Okay,
Okay,
now
sir.
run this. But this is giving error in this case. Okay, each instance when we take, so I should not put actually the codes. I just have to put here str. With this, we need to check it. Okay, so now type again. In this case, at this time, there is no problem. But in the given list, if you have any other type of data, that can be a problem. For example, you have files. Here files are available. So now what I do, files dot actually followed by, sorry, this is files here. So files dot, files is going to be any in this case. So list AR, what type of data this is, let us see. Let us go with actually here, like print type followed by here files. So what it prints, see here in this case. Just go with this and try to see what type of data that is. It is saying it has a list for us. Class list it is. Okay, let us try to append something here. Do we have append method to the list? File start followed by, this is append here. I would like to append here, followed by some number I want to append. Okay, similarly, file start, I can go with insert somewhere. Insert, then in such cases, what I can do, at the position something like 3, okay, I want to insert here some 400. Like this, try to insert some data. What happens? Let us see this, whether this is working or not, we can check. So it's working properly. There is no error, but now they are not getting printed in this case. Okay, if such things you want to convert, then you can convert in such cases. Okay, if it's a file, you need to print it as a directory file. Otherwise, we print normally like that. But here you can face a problem. Okay, you can be facing a problem in such cases. So here is DIR, okay, or is it normal file? So what happens in such cases? Let us see now. Is it getting printed? When you go with this, the data, something is available to you here. So is it getting printed? What data we appended here? One is 100, other one is here 3.400 we appended. Okay, so after that, if we run, is it printing the data? It is not printing actually that particular type of data here. Okay, it's not printing. But when you try to print here, let us go with print followed by here files, let us take. What happens in such cases? Just see. Okay, so what data is getting added in that case? 1.py, 8.py. So 400 is coming in that case. Somewhere 100 also we have data. So 400 we are inserting at the given location and 100 is available somewhere. Okay, but whenever we go with this, it's printing F and N we are getting. Now similarly, here in this case, we are not actually printing any such kind of thing. Okay, but F in files here, print os.path, absolute path, strf we take, then similarly directory. If os.path is directory strf, else this is file here. Okay, so since it is not, a file or directory, I think it's not getting printed. But let us try to print here. Here, one more also we try to print in this case. Go with F here. What happens in such cases? Let us see. Okay, we go with that and try to print what happens in such cases. So even in that case also we are not getting it. Okay, we are not getting even in such cases. So why it is happening like that? Okay. Files equal to os.listdir. Okay. So once again here also we are going with the os.listdir because of that. Now I just comment it. What happens? See. I just want to comment this part, then try to see here what will happen. It is saying 400 a file, but that is not a file at all. 400 also is saying, guys, in this case, a file for us. So if you go there, it is, since it's not a directory file, it is showing it as a file here, but this is not a file. Okay, this is not at all a file here. So first of all, we need to check in this case. If condition, we need to see here, os dot, followed by here, path dot, exists, you need to see in such cases. Exists, then here in this case, we go with the F. In such cases, what should happen? This should be getting printed, otherwise it should not print. Okay, go in this manner, then try to see here whether this is going to be getting printed or not. So now what is happening in this case? We are not printing this as 400, 300 or 100, whatever we added there, they are not getting printed because the file is not existing on the disk. If file is existing, in such case we can print, otherwise we can leave like that only. Again, if the file is existing, whether it is directory file or ordinary file also, we are printing in this manner. Okay, since you are going with the files is, list files, it's going to be in the form of the string only. So if you go with the list dir, this is returning actual list only. So in the list, you contain all the names as strings only, there is no problem. But when you have other type of data, definitely you need to cross check, we need to convert into str. Otherwise, that can be a problem. Okay, that's why we added here. If is instance f str, then in such case, what we do? Print f and end equal to, we are keeping like empty. But is it printing actually? Like it will not print in such cases because two of the things are actually nothing but numbers. One is 100, other one is 400. So therefore, in such cases, it will not print. Okay, so this way, what is happening here? We can retrieve files, and when you are checking for a file, whether file is existing or not, if file is existing, in such case, what you do? Further, you can perform operation. Otherwise, you can just, we don't perform any operation on that. So here we are iterating over the given files. chdir is for changing directory, get cwd to get current working directory. Then similarly here, we go with the path.exists. With the help of the file is existing or not, we can find. Okay. Similarly, list.dir can give you list of the files available in the given folder, in the current folder or in the given folder, whatever files are available, you can get that. And using mkdir, you can create single folder, or you can go with the mkdirs, you can create actually hierarchy of folders. I mean, in the dir 1, you have dir 2, in the dir 2, you have dir 3. So like this, you can create actually a number of directories at the same time. Sometimes that feature is required, particularly when you are installing something. In such case, that feature is required. So we can use like this mkdirs as well as mkdir command. Similarly, if you want to remove some files, you can remove them. If you want to remove them, you can remove actually from the disk using remove dirs or remove dir, or you can go with actually just remove only. So here let me remove this entire thing. Current working directory is what somewhere we are here. So now just go with the os.chdir again, followed by dot dot, then slash dot dot, then slash dot dot, like this we put. Okay, then here in this case now, we need to put in double quotes this one, because this is a string for us. We come back into earlier folder here. Then once again, let us see what is the current working directory. Once again, print here the current working directory after this. Okay, we try to print now here in this manner. So just execute. It is saying this as here new F. Okay, it's saying this as actually new F for us. So one more level also we come in such cases, therefore dot dot we put. So in such cases, this is going to give you C colon followed by, here it is, Python samples. Now I want to delete all these folders. Okay, dir1, dir2, dir3, all these folders I want to delete. Okay, now where exactly this is located, I can go to here in the Python samples. It is Python samples. I want to go into that. Then here we have a new F folder. In this folder, dir1, dir2, like that I have. Now from here, I want to delete that. The new F also, I want to remove totally from here. So therefore, I can go with the os dot, followed by, here it is, remove dirs command we have here. With the help of the remove dirs, we can remove them. So take this here and go with the path in this manner. It is new F, then followed by this is dir1, then slash dir2, slash followed by dir3. All this I want to remove. Okay, I want to remove all these things. Now let me run this. What will happen? See here now. So what is happening now? If you come to this folder structure, new F has been removed for us. It is removing that particular thing. Okay, similarly in the F1, I have F2 and F3 I have here, F4 also I have here. In the F4, my first new file is available. So this I want to remove. Okay, I want to remove that particular thing. Therefore, I can write here os dot remove. Okay, instead of going with the remove, I want to rename that. Os dot followed by, here it is, rename command I can use here. So rename existing folder I want to rename here. So what is the folder path I have here? So if you see, I just want to change F3 in this. F3, I want to change it to something else here. I can take this here, then go to this, rename. Okay, so we go with this and inside that we put it. But we need to go with the other path. Like this we need to take here, and with that we have to set. So here it is. We have F3, and this F3 I want to rename it to, okay, I want to rename it to, same thing I take in this case, then followed by here, I would like to put in this way, just I want to name this as here, F followed by here, 3. Like this I would like to rename this. Okay, what happens? Let us see in that case. So it is not, okay, so definitely this gives error because the files are not available. So remove that. Then here, try to execute. Okay, so here also it's not possible. Therefore here, we can comment this here. Here also we can comment. Then here also we can comment this current working directory not required here. So just I want to rename this here because those directory structure is not available. I cannot do anything in such cases. So go with this. Now it has been renamed for us. If you come here and see, so if you come to this one here, it is F3. Folder name, you change it to F3. And in this, you have a file like this. Earlier it was F1, F2, F3, but now digit 3 this is. So now I change it to F followed by the word 3. Then in this F4 followed by inside this, you have here a file name. So like this, what exactly you do, you are renaming. Okay, you can rename, you can remove. Then similarly, you can delete entire directory structure. So all these are nothing but OS related functions. These are all superfluous. What is inside that, they never bother. I mean, at the high level only, they are going to work. They are handling like files. What type of file they don't bother? What exactly in the file it's not bothering? So just like a file, it's going to be handling. I mean, copying from one place to another place, or similarly, it is actually renaming it. Such things actually we do here. Okay. Similarly, now I want to, like here in this case, I would like to copy contents of one file into another file. So I can go here, os dot, followed by path dot. I can go with the copy. Anywhere do I have copy? So copy path I don't have here. So os dot, do I have here copy? So copy we have in this case, copy followed by copy command. I think it's not available here. OS dot. Let us see here anywhere. Is it available? Okay. Not duplicate. OS dot followed by here. As I come down. Okay. Default dir entry, then okay. So it is not available like that. Okay. Anywhere are we getting the list dir is fine. Okay. So we don't have anything like that. Then next thing is in this case, I want to find here how many CPUs in my system. Okay, so here I would like to go with the this is print followed by it is os dot CPU count. So using CPU count, how many CPUs are in this, I can find here. So just try to execute this built-in function CPU count. It is not actually printing anything for us. Okay, this is a function. I need to call like a function. So just try to run this. It is saying here 12 CPUs. Number of CPUs are going to be 12. So this is called as here core, 12 core CPU. This system is having 12 cores. It's printing it as actually 12 for us. When I go with this. So here I'm printing using this print os.cpu count. It's printing actually how many cores are available in that. A core is called as actually a processor. So like this, you can be using here the OS commands. It is basically OS module. In the OS module, all these features are available. Using them, OS related functionality you can achieve.